Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Anne and along with my good friend Wayne, we run this YouTube channel and we also run the Sussex Handmade Soap Company, which is a small bath and body business based in the southeast of the UK. Now today's video is a little bit different. Today we are collaborating with Inventora to show you a little bit of Inventora and what you can do with it and what it's all about. So let's get stuck in. So the first question a few of you may have is what exactly is Inventora? And I can tell you that Inventora is the all-in-one inventory system and it's designed to help you manage your products and the supplies that you use to create those products. And the thing that I like that makes Inventora a little bit different from other inventory management systems is that it is created by a lady who is a maker just like we are. It isn't created by a large corporate company who think they know what we want and what we need, when really we don't actually want or need any of that. It was created by a candle maker and her name is Diana. And she had trouble managing her inventory with spreadsheets as she created and sold her products. So together with her partner, they created Inventora, and that is to help fill the void of managing day-to-day business operations within a handmade niche. So it's very geared towards people like us who make our own products, we work from home, we're small businesses, and it works really well. Inventora are also constantly working on expanding the features, so there's loads of different features. They have added multiple locations and you can do batch number tracking. You can also sync Inventora with your shops online, so Wix, Shopify, WooCommerce and Etsy and Square. So it all syncs in really nicely. And that is the general gist of what Inventora is. And I am going to take you through a little bit about why Inventora could be beneficial to you. I'm going to show you how easy and quick it is to actually do a production run and create your products and materials on Inventora. But if you want to have a little look yourself, then please do check the links in our description. I have linked to Inventora and I've linked their Instagram as well. And if you click through our affiliate link, I would really appreciate that. And you can go on and you can have a play. And they do have a basic subscription, which is actually free as well. So if you're not sure and you don't want to part with any money, it's all good. Sign up for a basic one. Have a little play around, see if you like it, and if you do, there is always options to upgrade to the paid plans. And that's exactly what I did before I actually agreed to do this collaboration, because I didn't want to put my name to something that I didn't think was going to work or that wasn't quite right for me. Before I agreed, I went on, I signed up for the basic plan, and I think I started playing around with it at about 10 o'clock in the evening, and I was still sat there at 1:30 playing with things and exploring, and I kind of just fell in love with it in that one evening and realised how useful it could be. And then I was like, yeah, do you know what? This is really good. This is really going to help my business, and I know that it could really help some of you guys as well. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to do a collaboration, and I'm actually going to manage my own inventory through Inventora now as well. I know that a lot of you know all about my spreadsheets and my numerous spreadsheets, but actually I'm going to transfer everything from my spreadsheets onto Inventora because it just keeps it all in one place, and it's really, really handy, and I'm really enjoying it so far. You guys know how nerdy I get over my spreadsheets and things, but I am really enjoying playing with Inventora, and it is very easy, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, in case you can't tell. So let's move on to why you might need Inventora in your life. Now, I don't know if any of you are like me, but I have an awful lot of stock. Like, so many things that we've made. It is the run up to Christmas. We are making like crazy. We have got stock everywhere. There is stock on shelves in bedrooms. There is boxes of bath bombs which are stored under my bed and in my cupboard. It is everywhere. And it's really hard to keep track of that. I'm good at keeping track of my paperwork and my legal paperwork and my costings. I am not good at keeping track of how much stock I have on hand. And that does mean that occasionally we sell something through the website, we go to get it to send it out, and we don't have it because no one, neither me nor Wayne, has kept track of the fact that we've actually run out. Inventora will do that, and you can set it to give you an alert when you have got a low number in stock. So the text is generally black. When you reach your minimum level of stock, it will turn red. So it gives you a really easy visual cue there that you need to make more stock. That is one reason why I like Inventora. The second one is for ingredients, and again, we have got so many different ingredients. We have got boxes and buckets and bags full of different ingredients, and it's very easy to overlook when those ingredients run low. And it's actually caused arguments in our household when we've gone to make, say, a body butter, and Wayne's gone and said, we haven't got enough mango butter. And I said, well, there must be some, and you didn't tell me we were low. And he's like, well, I must have forgotten. And we hunt, and then we realise we've run out. So then we need to order more, and there's a delay before we can create the products, and it is very, very annoying. With Inventora, you can add on how much you have of every ingredient, and when you make products, it will automatically deduct those quantities. And again, you set a level for when you want your minimum quantity to be, and then it will turn red and let you know when you are running low on stock and need to place another order. That to me is going to be a very, very helpful feature, because it's going to hopefully prevent me from running out of ingredients, and also if I have run out of something, it's going to prevent me from spending half an hour round in the garage trying to find this ingredient that actually we don't have, because I'm going to be able to look on the system and go, do you know what, we don't have any of that, no point looking for it. So that is another reason why I like kind of the system, and the fact that it is so easy to see when you are running low or indeed run out of something. And the third reason that I like it, it is a really easy way of keeping track of your batches. You can give everything batch numbers so you can be all legally compliant. You can't do that in free, but you can do it in the paid plans. Everything can have a batch number, all your tracking is there, you have got your legal compliance, that's all fine, but it's all in one easy website. You don't have to go from one spreadsheet to another, one file to another. It's all there, and it's all in one nice easy place. And I think just having everything together in one place like that is going to be really, really good too. So without any further ado, let me show you a little bit of Inventora. Let me show you what it can do. I'm going to take you through a production run. So I'm going to show you how we would add in materials, how we would add in the product, and then how we would take it through production to create some of our soaps. So let me show you that now. So when you first open up Inventora, this is what you will see. Down the left hand side you have different categories, so materials, products, purchases, sales, production, reports, and more. So today I'm going to take you through how to do a production run, and the first thing that you need to make sure when you are going to do a production run is that all of the materials that you need to create your product have already been added. So you go into the materials section, and I have created these categories down the left hand side. They are something you can manually put in, so whatever categories you need you can add. And to add a material, you simply click up here in the top right, and it will ask you for the name of your material. So let's imagine that I'm adding coconut oil. I've already added my coconut oil in, but let's just pretend that we are adding coconut oil. Then you get to choose what type of material it is. So is it sourced from a supplier, so your typical kind of wholesale purchase, which I think the vast majority of us do with our products, or is it made by me or a fixed cost untracked? Now we do actually have a made by me material, which is our sugar scrub base. So if I was making that today, I would pop made by me, but because we are doing coconut oil, we are going with sourced from supplier. Then you can add in your current stock level. Let's say we have got 5 kilos, and I prefer to work in grams. I just find it a little bit easier for some reason. So I'm going to put 5,000. And here you've got the unit type. Make sure you remember to change it. The default is pieces, but you have lots of other options. I am going with grams. And then you want to add your minimum stock level. So that is the lowest amount that you are happy to have in stock before you get an alert to tell you you are low on stock. So let's go with 500 grams. And now it comes to cost per gram, and this is actually really useful. I know a lot of you have seen my spreadsheets on costings and working things out and know how much I love my spreadsheets. This actually makes it even easier, and I know that a lot of you do sometimes have trouble with the costings and how to work things out. This will take care of all of that for you. You simply add in how much you purchased. So I'm going to put 5 kilos. Remember, we are working in grams just here, so 5,000 grams. And let's just imagine that we paid, I don't know, let's say £40. How much did you pay in tax? Because I'm not VAT registered and I'm not likely to be anytime soon, I just include my tax and everything in this section here. I probably shouldn't, and if I do ever become VAT registered, it's going to be a massive pain to change everything, but I just put my costings up here. But by all means, if you want to do things thoroughly, which you probably should, split out the tax and put it in this box here, and pop in how much you paid for shipping for this material. Now, a lot of our stuff is actually free shipping, which makes this bit really easy, so I'm going to leave it at 0. And then you can see down here, it will tell you that your cost per gram is 0.008 pence. So that takes away all the hassle of trying to work out your costings if costings and maths are not one of your strong points. So click on Save. Then you can type in your supplier. I have added in my suppliers down here already. If you wanted to add a new supplier, say your supplier was called Cosmetic Supply or something, you could just write Cosmetic Supply. Oh, wasn't looking there, was I? You would type in Cosmetic Supply, and if you click there, it will create a new supplier category of cosmetic supply. I'm not going to click it because I don't have a supplier called Cosmetic Supply, so we'll leave that, and we will just go with the soapery, which is where I do get my coconut oil. Category, again, you can create various different categories. I have created all of these, and for coconut oil, it will go in my base oil category. Last order date, pop in when you last ordered it, and you can also add the SKU, the EAN or UPC code, and if you want to, you can add a photo and any notes that you want to write on the material. Maybe you've got an alternate supplier. If your main supplier is out of stock, you can jot them down there. And then you would simply click Save. I'm not going to click Save because I've already created my coconut oil, so I'm going to click Cancel, but that is how you add a material. Now, before you do your production run, you also need to make sure that you have created the product that you're going to produce. So today we're doing some polar bear soaps. What I first need to do is make sure that in the product section, I have created my polar bear soaps. Otherwise, you will not be able to do a production run. If you haven't created your product already, you simply click Add Product. You enter the name of your product. So, for example, let's just put a lavender soap. So you give it a name, what kind of product it is, so whether it is made by you, sourced from a supplier, or part of a product bundle. Obviously, our soaps are made by us, so we go made by me. How many you currently have in stock, let's say 20. And again, you get the option to choose from all of the different units. However, I'm going with pieces because obviously one piece of soap is a piece. The minimum stock level, this is the minimum stock level again that you want to hold in stock before you get an alert telling you you are low. Let's put 20. Now when it comes to production, the batch size is how many pieces of soap you get from one batch that you create. So we create 40 soaps at a time, so my batch size will be 40. And then what you do is you will manually go through here and you will select what materials, so what ingredients you use. So for example, coconut oil. Click on coconut oil and add how many grams of coconut oil you use to create your 40 pieces of soap. So let's say you use, I don't know, let's say 900. You would pop 900 there and it will start to break down the cost of one piece of soap. So as you can see, in this example, our coconut oil is 22.5 grams of coconut oil in one piece of soap, costing nearly 7 pence. Then you'll come down to a category and you can choose your own categories. Again, you can manually add your categories. I've created a few, and a lavender soap for us would go into natural soaps section. You can also give an SKU, an EAN or UPC code if you wish to. I personally don't, but I do add in my retail price and my wholesale price. Again, if you wish to, you can choose a photo, and under the notes you can pop whatever you want. I tend to put the declarable allergens in the notes section because I just think it works quite nicely. And then you would click Save, but again, because this is just an example, I'm going to click Cancel. If I go to a product I have already created, so our polar bear soaps, if I click on Edit Details, just to show you, You can see I have filled in all of the details. My batch size on Christmas soaps is slightly higher at 80, but you can see where I've added in all of my ingredients down here. And then at the bottom I've got a cost breakdown per piece of soap, so it breaks everything down and tells me the total cost for one piece of soap. And I've popped it in my Christmas soap category with my wholesale and retail prices. I haven't popped my allergens in there because I just created this soap a little while ago and I didn't have the allergen folder to hand, so I left that blank, but I will go back in and add in my allergens there. So that is how you create a product. So now we have our materials added and we have our product added, we can do a production run. And to do that, you click here on production. And you can see some production runs I already have planned, and you can see I have some that I have completed just over here. Nothing in progress at the moment, but I'm going to show you how to add a production run. So we go new production run, and let's say we are making our polar bear soaps. I'll be making them tomorrow, so it seems to make sense to add them in here. So polar bear soap. Now you get a choice of making inventory to stock or fulfilling an order. Now I am making inventory to hold for stock for Christmas, and that is going to increase my stock levels on Inventora. I'm not fulfilling an order, so if somebody had said I want 50 polar bear soaps and I knew they were going to be made for her and then sent straight out, I would click this one, but today I am making inventory to stock. Select an item to make. So here are all the products that I have added to Inventora so far. I'm going to highlight my polar bear soap, and because my batch size is 80, it's automatically put that I'm making 80, but if I wanted to slightly lower it or raise it, I could do so really easily, but I'm going to leave it at 80 because that is how many I will be making tomorrow. If you have various team members and everyone has a different role, you could add a team member. I'm not going to do that because it's just Wayne and I, and we'll probably work on it together. And a due date, I'm going to put middle of October because that is when I need all our Christmas soaps to be ready. So let's go around about the 23rd of October, and any notes can be added here. And then you simply click save. And you can now see that my polar bear soap has moved into planned production. Now just to show you, you can also come into your production run, and when you are ready to produce your products, you can select your batch numbers. I've only actually uploaded one batch number so far because I've uploaded one load of material. If I had a delivery and I had another batch, there would be another batch number just here, and you would simply just pick the current batch you're working from. But all you need to do is go down, no batch for water because it is tap water that we use, but everything that requires a batch number, as long as you have entered it, which you do through the supply order feature, you will be able to select those batch numbers, which is brilliant for the traceability and tracking of your batches. Obviously my labels and my shrink wrap do not have batch numbers. And here you can assign the soaps that you're going to make an actual batch number. So I'm making them tomorrow and we go by date. So let's say it's going to be the 29th of the 8th, 24, with a PB for polar bear. And then you can click on start production. And if we come out of this, you can now see our polar bear soaps have moved to in progress. If you made a mistake and actually they weren't in progress, it's really simple. Just drag it straight back into planned. But I will take you through the process. So let's say we are back in progress, and let's imagine it's tomorrow. I'm going to reselect those batch numbers because bear in mind, if you say you are making something and then you change your mind and you don't make it, there is a possibility that your batch numbers could change. So we reselect our batch numbers, just like so. We give it another batch number. We click make batch, and then we click complete run. And you can now see our polar bear soap has been completed. If we click on it, we can see the batch number, and if we click on the batch number here, it will bring up the materials we used and also the batch number of those materials that we used. So it's really good for tracking batches and keeping everything just kind of legal and up to date. So that is how you do a production run. Let me just show you very, very quickly, because I mentioned about adding your batch numbers. So when you get a new batch of ingredients turning up, go to purchases, click on add a supply order. Let's imagine that we're ordering coconut oil, so the soapy, again this is a imaginary one to show you, so I'm just going to click anything. Yep, received today, date, time, add the item, let's say it was coconut oil. Now our unit price is our price per gram, so 1 gram, let's say we bought 5 kilos, so 5,000, so 5,000 of these 1 gram units, and it just seems to be the easiest way for me to find out the subtotal and how much everything costs. So £15.30, and here is where you add in your batch number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that will record a batch number which you can then choose and allocate to your production run in the way that I just showed you. And if you wish to, you can add the order number and the invoice and add any notes. But I'm going to click cancel again because it was just an imaginary order. So yes, I want to cancel, and there we go. And that is how you add a material, add a product, and create a production run using Inventora. And just going back to my materials, I want to show you mine are red because I haven't done a full audit yet. When I added my materials, I added everything at 0 just to get my materials on. I'm going to go back, I'm going to work out, do a full audit, see how much I've got and update my stock levels. So for now, a lot of stuff is showing at 0. There are a few things I've put into stock, predominantly the ingredients I've actually been using. But you can see here I have added every single material that we use. And I think that alone is enough to show you guys that I am going to be using this program for our inventory management and for controlling our batches and our production, because it took me ages to add in all of these materials, and you can guarantee that if I was not planning on using this myself, I would certainly not have gone to all the time and effort to add in every single ingredient that we use, because it took absolutely ages. But you only have to do it once, so once it's done, it's done. So hopefully you enjoyed that little demonstration. So to sum up, do I think it's worth it? I think you guys can tell from the video that for me, yes, it is absolutely going to be worth it. It is going to save me a lot of time, and it is going to save me a lot of stress, and it's going to save me a lot of effort in numerous ways. So is it worth it for you? Well, if you are like me and you are trying to manage all your stock and your batches and your costings and your orders coming in and your orders going out, if that is worth sort of more than 70-80p a day, which is what the basic subscription roughly works out to, if it's worth that to you, then I would absolutely say yes, give it a go, because it is definitely worth that to me. But like I've said, there is a basic option, which is the free option. Sign up for that, have a play about with it, and I'm sure that you guys are probably going to love it just as much as I do. So if you would like to give it a go, then as I said, the links are in the description for this video. I've got our affiliate link, and to be completely honest, we get a small commission from that if you do sign up to the paid plan. That just really kind of helps us out as well. So if you could click that link, we'd really appreciate it. But if not, just go to Inventora's website, have a little look, sign up for a free plan. If you enjoy it, then upgrade it and go for the basic plan or the business plan, or, you know, have a little play and see what you guys think. But we really enjoy it, and I can guarantee that we will be using this for our business going forward. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It has been lovely to be here chatting to you, and if you've got any questions, just feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, and if you enjoy our videos in general, then please do subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.